The topic matrix arranges content in a comprehensive, step-by-step approach linking academic material, first-hand experiences, and successful strategies. When navigating the Online Resource Center, the visitor can choose to ask, learn, or share. In order to illustrate how the innovative topic matrix functions, we will now demonstrate the Ask feature. At the same time, we will introduce you to some of the experts who are volunteering their knowledge and experience to a life worth living. The visitor enters, "Why should I allow my baby's eye to be removed?" in the Ask bar. Visitors have the option to perform either a basic or advanced search. The basic search will provide general information about the question asked. There will be times, however, where more specific information is needed. For example, the parent of a child with visual impairment will require different information than an employer seeking to provide a more accessible workplace or a senior working around their home. Because A Life Worth Living recognizes the complexities of these situations, we have developed an intelligent advanced search function to streamline your search. The advanced search allows a visitor to select a role, be they an individual with vision loss, a family member, a friend, or caregiver. Alternately, visitors may select professional, employer, or business. For this demonstration, the visitor is the parent and chooses family as the role. Next, the visitor is able to select the type of vision loss from central, peripheral, spotty, overall, and blind. In addition, the visitor may select multiple disabilities if the individual has other impairments beyond vision loss. In this case, the visitor chooses blind. Lastly, the visitor is able to select an age category for the individual experiencing vision loss, be they infant, child, adolescent, young adult, adult, or senior. The visitor selects child. For this search, the Ask Results page displays a video of Jeff Hurwitz, ophthalmologist-in-chief at Mount Sinai Hospital and chair of ophthalmology at the University of Toronto, as he describes when enucleation surgery is necessary, as well as the possible repercussions of this important decision.
Trauma is certainly one area where we could be called. Another is when people have intraocular tumors, such as ocular melanomas, or the children that have retinoblastomas. And to try and save the patient's life, if hopefully the tumor is contained within the eyeball, if you remove the eyeball, then hopefully there's no spread of the malignant cells elsewhere in the body.
As an added feature, our videos are transcribed. In Situation, Percy Healy, father of Jeff Healy, tells how the discovery of retinoblastoma in his child affected their lives and how they made the decision to have his eye removed.
When he was young, he used to lay on a Chesterfield, and he'd lay on my stomach, sit on my stomach, and we'd eat apples together. Just little bits of apple for him and that. And it just occurred to me that his one eye wasn't following what was going on. And we found out within a week, retinoblastoma. And within a week after that, he'd had one eye removed.
Within the content related to coping, William McDermott, trauma psychologist, explains how the loss of a body part affects someone's view of self.
We're likely to have a trauma reaction, and the self-concept of who we are begins at its very inception in infancy, with knowing our body and knowing the limitations of our body and the boundaries of our body and the parts of our body, and then we begin integrating all of that information.
In relationships, child psychologist Lois Dobson speaks about the new responsibilities of the family.
When you're talking a family-centered approach, the onus particularly lies with the family. Now, there are some parents who take on the role of service coordination and realize they have a team. There are other parents who might say to one of the team members, "Would you act in this role for me?"
Under services, we find an animated enucleation surgery. Not only is A Life Worth Living able to provide visitors with expert interviews and instructional video clips, we are able to clarify technical matters with the precision that is possible through descriptive animation.
The eyeball, or globe, is situated securely in its socket. It is enclosed within the Tenon's capsule and covered by the conjunctiva or outer membrane. There are also 6 muscles attached to it that can move in all directions, as well as the optic nerve at the very back. The first step is to open the eye as wide as possible to give the surgeon room to work. A retractor is used to keep the eyelids separated.
In adjustments, we see ocularist Michael Webb as he describes the process of inserting an artificial eye to a parent.
I instruct patients on 2 methods. Number 1 with a suction cup, and the ability to attach a suction cup to the surface of the prosthesis, to put their thumb on the bottom lid and to draw the prosthesis forward and down and out.
In Independence, Jeff Healy speaks about misconceptions.
The greatest obstacle to overcome in assisting people with their blindness is the stereotypic attitude that these people are dependent and unable to meet their own needs. It is often thought that they cannot work, travel, enjoy recreation, or even maintain their individual households.